What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and welcome to my first ever podcast. Um, so I don't have any music to play, but this is where like my intro would play. I don't have an intro, but I do have really cool music in Spyro. Actually, let me start at the beginning. All right, well, hello there, everyone. HPJ here, and like I said, welcome to my first ever podcast. So I have decided to start doing podcasts. I don't know potentially if it'll work, but I wanted to do this for a period of time. And because the live streams have been failing completely to the point where I've just abandoned them at this point, I have decided now to just go ahead and drop podcasts. The reason for this, like I said initially, if you guys haven't watched the video, you can watch the video on my channel. I used to do live streams. And for a few years, I basically have been getting the low ball of the stick. And because of that, I decided to stop live streaming. It was not that hard of a choice, to be my honest opinion. Twitch made it very apparent. So, look, I can do a podcast on that if that's anything. But today's podcast that I wanted to do is going to reflect some of the things that happened today, because today marks February 21st, the first official podcast for the channel. And there was a lot of stuff that happened within this week, and there's a lot of things that I do want to bring up. Because why not? It's a podcast, so people do when they have podcasts, they bring up things, they talk about things. So, for those who don't know, I'll probably introduce myself. I am Harpie Player Joe. I'm a content creator for YouTube. And I normally do deck profiles and stuff, Digimon. I play a bit of Puzzle and Dragons here and there. But today I wanted to journey into podcasts since the live stream didn't flopped. So I wanted to go ahead and just take an interest in the podcast. Podcasting is something that I know many of you have heard or you listen to, when you're working out or when you're just taking it, you're just sitting down and enjoying a nice stroll through whatever projects and stuff you're doing. I know a lot of people who watch podcasts, and hopefully I bring you guys some of that tranquility and prosper. I even have music in the background because I know that's something else that helps people. It helps me because it makes me feel a little more calmer to talk to people, have music in the background, especially when I do videos and stuff, because the anxiety is real. So, today, we had a Nintendo Direct. I think this is the first thing we should bring up is today's event. So, Nintendo released a Nintendo Direct via a pre-recorded video, basically showcasing third-party games that will be adding to the Switch. There's a lot of them that are coming to the Switch, if you guys didn't already know. This was not my favorite event for any Nintendo live stream, because when I watch Nintendo live streams, I'm pumped and juiced. Even when it's the indie stuff, this one was one that just did not pump me up. I wasn't excited to see the games that were featured. I felt very let down, and what's even worse in this is because I completely don't understand it after all these years. Why has no one tried to even give us the game? Right after the American Nintendo Direct happened, Nintendo of Japan drops we're releasing Mother 3 on Virtual Console, Japan only. So that was a real big, gun to the back of people's heads. It's like, yeah, we give you all of this. By the way, they're getting Mother 3, you're not. Like, how many years have people waited for Mother 3? You're afraid to translate Mother 3 because you don't want to give the quote, impressions of things that we don't want. Basically, no, I'm not even going to sugarcoat the shit. They don't want to translate Mother 3 because there's a lot of topics of Mother 3 that they would have to, quote, explain to the good boys and girls and the mothers of the good boys and girls, aka the Kims and Karens. Like, because there's a lot of things in Mother 3. Like there's, men that dress in drag. There's a lot of trans there's a lot of trans icons in Mother 3, and they're important to the plot. So it's a lot of stuff that's just like you're just scared to implement that. But in other games, you'll implement guns and violence and all of that. But good boys and girls, right, Nintendo? Okay, sure, whatever. Like we're not dumb. We get it. You don't want to give us Mother 3. So don't be ashamed when you finally give us Mother 3 and we, give you the cold shoulder. Like, how many years have we waited for you guys to give us Mother 3? So, yeah. So that's my little tidbit of it, because everything else in it, I just was like, oh, okay. Monster Hunter. Ooh. Shin Megami Tensei. Ooh. That not puzzle game thingy. Ooh. They did a I'm trying to remember. Oh, I'm trying to remember, because that's how bad it was. I just was like, you know what, you can keep this. The Nintendo Online stuff, I think 5 games are coming to Nintendo Online. Woo. Shin Megami Tensei, Penny, the game from Christian Whitehead, and T-Lex is going to be the what is it? He's the composer of the OST. That game came out actually literally today. Then there's a whole bunch of demos and stuff coming out today, but most of the games won't be out till either the summer of this year, which for summer of this year most likely means that it's going to either be August, or as they like to say, September being summer. So yeah, a lot of that I'm just throwing to one side. But your first party games, I guess you're holding for a separate Nintendo Direct, because that's where you're going to get your big bread and butter. You're going to get your Princess Peach game, your Thousand Year Door remake, and whatever other stuff you guys have probably. I'm pretty sure Sonic and them are going to be there as well. So probably sometime in June, we're going to get a Nintendo Direct. It's going to have all of those added to it. And then once all of those are added to it, that's where, we'll get the, the big hooray, hurrah, huzzah, huzzah thing. So this was not my Nintendo Direct that I give an 8 or a 9. This is literally a 1, because it's like, you have a ton of third parties. You could be, giving the explorations, and you just chose not to do that. Alright, so moving on from Nintendo, Pokemon. Next week, I believe that is the 27th? No, 26th the 26th of this month. Monday, there's going to be a Pokemon presentation where Pokemon is celebrating the anniversary of the Pokemon series. It's been, I want to say, 28 years now since the Pokemon series has been out. Because we just recently celebrated, not too long, yeah, what did we celebrate? The 25th anniversary? 26th anniversary? Yeah, so it wasn't that long. And I think Pokemon was celebrating, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And Pokemon Arceus were the games announced for the 25th anniversary. So, ew. Oh boy. Alright, well. Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah. Ooh boy. Hold on, I'm looking for what Pokemon Company now. Hold on. Good question. Hold on, I can read it to you. Pokemon is celebrating. Okay, so Pokemon Day is going to be held on February 27th at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So that's Tuesday. That's next Tuesday. What was it? It's on Tuesday the 27th. And they're going to be selling Pokemon Day. So there's a lot of Pokemon stuff going to be going on during the Pokemon Day. They also released a whole bunch of additional stuff to commemorate the Pokemon anniversary. Here in America, Time Magazine is doing covers. Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, to celebrate the anniversary. of the series, and just like talking about the impact Pokemon has had on pop culture, how Pokemon Go and all the achievements Pokemon has achieved over the last 20 plus years. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on for Pokemon. So Pokemon Go, the Pokemon. Like, what are all the current things for Pokemon? Pokemon Go, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Probably gonna have some update there. Pokemon, what is it? Not Pokemon. What's the not League of Legends? Pokemon Unite, which is what has to use. The Pokemon. I think even Pokemon said they just came out to celebrate the 27th anniversary, or 28th anniversary. I don't know. It's been years. But yeah. So I think the 30th anniversary is a few weeks. Yeah. The next Star Raid. I think we already have this. Yeah, we did get the Star Raid because I got the Star Raid. I'm sorry, I'm looking for like old stuff from the Pokemon. From the Pokemon thing. It's just like a whole bunch of like older stuff for Pokemon, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on for Pokemon, and Pokemon Company basically made them out. So they also dropped a whole list of things for the Pokemon, for those who are going to stream the event. Yeah, you have stream guidelines to follow for the Pokemon series. So just to let people know, I will not be streaming anything for the Pokemon series. I will be recording it and will be doing a podcast to celebrate the Pokemon event. The reason why for that is, like I said, Pokemon has way too many strict guidelines so this Nintendo. So I'm not going to be participating in any of that. And I feel like you shouldn't control what a streamer says. And I feel like a streamer has the right to have their 100% opinion. If your game is going to be good, you're going to be good. If your game is going to be shit, you're going to be shit. You have to take the punches just like everybody else does, regardless of how powerful of a company you are. It's like Power World. Can't do nothing about Power World. It's still here. So you're welcome. Now, with that said, what things am I excited for when it comes to Power World? Or not Power World. What things am I going to be excited for when it comes to Pokemon being dropped in, what things I expect to see for the next Pokemon event? I mean, the two things are floating around right now. The anniversary of Gold and Silver. So people are expecting there to be a remake of Gold and Silver, similar to Pokemon Let's Go, where it'd be like something for Johto. Pokemon Let's Go Gold, Pokemon Let's Go Silver. Which I think would probably be the more accurate. Then there are people screaming Gen 5 remake. I think Pokemon Company should be very cautious of what they're going to do with the next remake, because Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Wow, that was a game. That was a game. And for a lot of people, that wanted to talk about it, it is just like damning, because, people were really expecting a really good remake of Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl. The thing is that we didn't get any of that. It was horrible. I believe they upped a lot of things in the Pokemon series, Diamond and Pearl, to try, in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, to try to, quote, make the game harder, but still try to keep faithful to the original. But I feel like it was just a waste of time, if you honestly ask me, because I feel like I didn't buy it, I didn't play it, but it was such a hot mess that you can tell that from a game standpoint, this is not what they want. They probably wanted to do more with it, and I'm sure either Pokemon Company pressed them for time, like, you guys have to have this game out, like, when we say so, like, in a year, or the B team worked on this game, and then the A team was the ones that worked on Arceus, because I have still not played Arceus. I don't have a niche to want to play Arceus. Arceus doesn't kin to what I want from a Pokemon game, so that's why I'm not playing Pokemon Arceus. I have no interest in buying Pokemon Arceus. There just isn't any appeal. um, you know, for me, when it comes to looking at Pokemon Arceus. So, for those who are wondering if I'm really anything about Pokemon Arceus, the answer is no. I just don't have a need or a rush to do anything for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm not even buying the game because apparently here's the crazy thing about it. Pokemon Legends Arceus, you need to complete the main plot in order to receive the item to get Arceus in the Pokemon game. So you don't even get the chance to get what was it? Yeah, you don't even get your full. You have to get the full Arceus game in order for you to get the fruit to summon. Um, sorry, I have to put my list together. You don't do what you're expected to get really well because you have to go through. You can't get the fruit without a plan. In order for you to get Arceus in Green Diamond Shining Pearl, you have to complete the main story of Pokemon Legends Arceus. You have to pay $60. Basically, you have to pay $120 plus tax to get basically a Pokemon in another game till they decide to cut the game. But pretty much, you have to go in. So you don't even get the chance to get your own game. And you have to basically do all that just to get the Pokemon Arceus game. I mean, Pokemon, yeah, you have to get Arceus in the Pokemon Green Diamond Shining Pearl. Is it worth it? My opinion, no. And I feel like they've already released Arceus already, but if not, I think like a really bad way of shoving one Green down another player first if they don't want to play Arceus. Maybe they just want to play the Pokemon Green Diamond Shining Pearl game. So for me, I don't really care about Arceus. I don't need an Arceus that bad. I really don't. Because you're probably going to just re-release Arceus anyway, and I think they did. But I think Pokemon, I think, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Pokemon, released it already. Like, you can get, I think in Gen 8, Sword and Shield, you can play through the Winter Tundra DLC and you can explore the caves, and that's how you get a, excuse me, that's how you get Arceus, if I'm not mistaken. I think, because you need Arceus a random encounter. But I'm not sure, I think it is like random, but I'll probably let me know comments. I really just did my focus. Let's see, is this the person trying to do something? Because once I get through the first game, I ain't gonna do. I need to go through the first game. If I have to go through the first game is not going for me, then I'm just not gonna play it. That's why I haven't finished Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Current DLC, because I have to go look for VP. I don't know how to find VP. I was gonna looking for VP, and I was just like, man, I'm just going to start stuff. But I get VP somehow, I'm gonna have to do the sleeve because I did something to do it. But I don't, I just don't. I don't know because I got to the point where I just got so tired of trying to do stuff and stick up my games. I just want to play video games, get the game, get my lead for it, and become champion. And just whatever else happens to happen. But it was just, I got so great from just, you have to do all this coaching and just like, the battle. No, I'm good. I'm Pokemon out. I got to the point where I just started playing OG Pokemon games because those are just more. I got more excitement out of it. I'm emulating Diamond and Pearl. I'm emulating Platinum. I'm emulating Emerald and Leaf Green. You know, because I just flew Leaf Green. Let me not talk about Leaf Green because I was so upset about having to do all that extra stuff for Leaf Green. And it was just like, oh, here you go. And you like, you generally get 20 levels higher with like a new roster. It's not a big roster, but here's some Johto Pokemon footage. Okay. So yeah, I just like, yeah, I'm just but yeah, that was just my thing for Pokemon. So like, when the stuff happens next week, people are basically hoping ports of red, blue, green, well, red and blue, green for Japan, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, fire red, leaf green, emerald, ruby, sapphire. Do I think all of those will happen? No, because it's talking about company. And they will make a gold mine off of virtual console, but we see how much they love our virtual console. Not really. So that's really up to them if they want to. I mean, if you want the money, there's your big thing right there. People will be willing to pay $70 to play old Pokemon games on the Switch and have connectability to basically everything. We'll have connectability to the Pokemon Stadium games. So we can trade our Pokemon in the Pokemon cartridges, move them over. I think probably that's why they haven't moved over, because they're trying to deal with the connectability between the virtual console stuff, so you can move your stuff from the GBA or the GBC, stuff over to the 64. So that's why it's taking so long. I mean, if that's the case, then please take your time. But if it's not, just release the games. Figure out the connectivities and do updates later. Like almost every other fucking thing. So, yeah, that's usually what it is, because I really don't care about Pokemon Unite, because I stopped playing months ago. I don't play Pokemon Go anymore because I don't like how Pokemon Go caters to their support for that one organization that treats autism like it's a disease. I think it's what Autism Speaks. Yeah, no one special autism. And if you do feel good autism, we can't be friends. Then, what else is? I'm trying to think. The Pokemon Cafe games. Oh, I did see the little Pokemon mini-series. It's so cute. I like that. I hope they do more. Make a full series out of it. Don't sleep on things like Sonic Team did. Because I'll talk about Sonic Team soon, so we're going to have a discussion about Sonic. But yeah, but that's hard. Pokemon, if anything, I would like there to. I would like for them to wait for Gen 10. Wait for the new Nintendo console. Give us a remake of Gen 4. Give us a remake of Gen 2. Just make sure it doesn't suck. You fix the issues from the previous games, and we'll be good. But if not, sorry, I'm not shutting down another 65. It's not. Like, not for mediocre shit. Like, give me some good shit, not some mediocre shit. But I like good shit. I pay for good shit. I don't pay for mediocre shit. Alright, now let's move over to more positive things. Sonic the Hedgehog, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Year of Shadow, as many of you know. Shadow the Hedgehog will, of course, be part of Sonic 3, the movie. We have seen images of Shadow the Hedgehog recently, as well as the latest announcement from the Sonic series is that we're going to be getting Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. Basically a upscaled port of Sonic Generations with additional content. I get the remaster of Sonic Generations. It's a remaster. So it's a remaster of Sonic Generations, and it's going to include basically Shadow the Hedgehog and what he experienced when Time Warp happened. Because in the trailer, we saw Black Noon, we saw Biolizard, a lot of people are hoping we see Breathless. They did show off some gameplay where he's in different areas that he traversed through in his timeline. And basically what it is Shadow is going through time and space to stop Black Noon, who because of the Time Eater, is apparently alive again, or he's been brought back. So Shadow is now working through time and space to stop the Time Eater alongside, stop Black Noon alongside Sonic and modern Sonic and classic Sonic fighting off the Time Eater. Which is really cool. I think that's a really cool thing to do and how to add things to it. Because we did see some of the gameplay. I'm sure before December we'll see some more gameplay. We'll see some more things added to the repertoire that is Shadow the Hedgehog. So I'm very excited to see that. In addition to that, they made an announcement a week or two ago that Knuckles the Echidna will have his own miniseries on Netflix. which is basically, tell a 6-part miniseries of Knuckles the Echidna, and what he's doing between Sonic 2, the end of Sonic 2, and the beginning of Sonic 3, which is Knuckles is going on a journey to basically hone his skills. He's taking Donut Lord's friend with him because he wants to, get him together, and he thinks it would be a great way for him to learn, how to be a great warrior, or I guess with Knuckles' training montage, the 6 miniseries. They got Kid Cudi. I was very shocked about that. Kid Cudi is going to be in in the Knuckles story. Like, the main bad guy for Knuckles is some dude that is manipulating old Eggman tech to, he's manipulating old Eggman tech, I guess, on a direct back in Green Hill to manipulate things so they can steal Knuckles' powers. So Knuckles is not going to be Knuckles and Sonic have powers. So, what is it? Can't wait to see that. A lot of people speculate that we're probably going to see Rouge somewhere in the miniseries. I would love to see that so we can see what she looks like. Because, of course, Rouge is an important part of Sonic Adventure 2. So, she's also a big part of Shadow's story. So I don't understand why his friend would not be included, especially considering the fact that, this is Rouge the guy. I don't know what they're going to do because Rouge is sexy and smooth, and people found themselves with Rouge. So it's gonna be very weird to see what they do with Rouge. I hope they don't tone her down, but still keep her appeal, her appeal, her assets, her goals, keep her sexy. Or you can do what they did with Sonic Prime and, give her the bodysuit. And I mean, the bodysuit didn't hide much either. Yeah, just, I'm for this year, the Shadow Hedgehog. I hope eventually we do get an SA2 port or an SA2 remake. Actually, I want a port for this. When I say one SA2 port, give me the DX in the battle, and I'll play it. I'll buy it. I'll buy both of them at the same time. Give them to me. I'll do it. I'm that, I love SA2 is my favorite game of all time. Sonic Adventure 1 is an amazing game, and I would love to have both. Access to both games, especially both of them being portable, because I don't want to see that, and I'm not paying all that money for it. So, yeah, that's a lot to see. Come on now, let's see the ports, guys. I love to see ports of, what was it? Sonic. Oh, I like to see ports of. I would like to see ports of, shit. Was it? Oh, I would like to see ports of. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm blanking on this because I'm just all over the place. First podcast, so forgive me. I like to see ports on the virtual console for the Game Boy Advance games. Sonic Advance, Sonic Advance 2, Sonic Advance 3, and Sonic Battle. I would love to see those come, to the Switch. My Discord is out. Because I know my Discord is pinging, but I can't do nothing in that. Okay. I'm trying to close it, but it won't. Whatever. I can try to close it, because it's pinging. Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be focusing on this way. I can't wait to see it, and I hope we do get ports of it on the virtual console. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully. With that said, we've done Yu-Gi-Oh. Which we have. So we're done with Yu-Gi-Oh. We're done with Sonic. Let's move over to Yu-Gi-Oh now. So Yu-Gi-Oh, of course, a week ago announced for the 25th anniversary. We're going to be getting a 25th anniversary collection. So this is something that I wanted to update you guys on, because there was some misinformation that I gave, and I do want to humbly apologize, because in my video, for the Yu-Gi-Oh series, for Yu-Gi-Oh, for the Yu-Gi-Oh collection stuff. I didn't get a full, I didn't have all my information correct, so I do apologize. So let me correct that now. So, about 2 weeks ago, Konami announced that for the Switch, there's going to be ports of the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance series of Yu-Gi-Oh games. So, for those who don't know, those are Dark Duel Stories 1, Dark Duel Stories 2, Dark Duel Stories 3, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle of the Great Duelists. So those are all for Japan. And then the exclusive game is Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle of the Great Duelists. It's basically supposed to be the game that leads into Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duel. It's the last one for the game of color. Then oh, you switch about it. That was oh my sugar. Oh my god. There's not supposed to be. Oh, okay. Maybe that's the fine. You can get a new one. But yeah. So they're releasing the a new Pokemon that can be your for the DB and the DB. So far they're talking about the winning that they're going to what did they know? Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! World Battle Edition. Fairly Suggestion Duel. That's the sequel to Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Duel 4. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle of the Great Duel. So that's the new one. Oh, I forgot that one child. Sorry, there's like all this stuff running right now in the background. Sorry to apologize. But yeah, there's going to be support for the video games. They're all going to be ported to the game. So, while I didn't get recorded, I would love to see. So, we have one for full list of everything. So, it is Video World Championship 2000. So, I'm sorry. So, we're not for that. So, for the Game Boy Color, there is the Douglas Station. Well, here is America, we own that. The designer stage. So, yeah, it's not a very tight list. Then for the video games, we got video games and over as well. We have extra 5, 2, so they split it. Like they split the first 3 games up for trial era. Then video, Stellar Convention Duel, Video World Out Edition. Then the Video World Championship Tournament 2004, Video World Championship 2005, 7 trials of glory. Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2006 Ultimate Master. Now, there are a lot of other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that came out. We don't know if they're going to be included, but of course, those are Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Seems like I'm going to just talk about I don't know. It's happening. But, there's Dungeon Dice Monsters, Destiny War Travelers, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Cards, Yu-Gi-Oh! Wrath of Destruction, the GX game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Academy, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Dual Academy, and that's basically just like all the GX stuff. And it basically plays like Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal. Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the precursor to what they did for Yu-Gi-Oh! I was gonna say something. Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Nightmare Troubadour. Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour was basically retelling of the GX era. And I think for this is the first part of the GX era. They end, I think, right before or right after Zane and Zane and Jaden duel. I think that goes all the way up until I forget where that game is. Where did we? Because Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007 comes out like really not too far after. The last Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship game is Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2006. And I believe that canonically has the official game, the official TCG um, stuff in it. I don't remember exactly what the last set is, but I want to say it's the last one, but then a lot of the list and stuff also. But I believe the last millennium was the last pack debut. So I want to say it's Enemies of Justice. Um, but no, not Enemies of Justice. It's Elemental Energy because Enemies of Justice was uh, the set that followed up for the DSK. I think they stopped at Enemies of Justice. Yu-Gi-Oh! Spirit Callers stops at Dark Crisis. No, not Dark Crisis. It stops at one of them. No, Cyber Dark Impact. Because the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2008 stopped right before we get into um, I think Phantom Darkness. Because all the synchros and stuff appear in Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2008. So 2009, 2010, 2011 are the ones that are in the synchro era. In the end of the synchro era. Um, they stopped right before the OCG got to Extreme Victory, or TCG got to Extreme Victory. Because there's no Extreme Victory called Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2011. There's only up to uh, what was it, Storm of Ragnarok, and all the cards released they got to Extreme. So you don't get no the new psychic, no tour guide. Uh, Christy and them are there. There's no yeah, because the C era started in Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2011. There's 12 um, did not happen. We got we got 12. I'm sorry, you guys. Like I haven't played. When we got to 12, we were basically done with. We didn't even get a 12 actually. I don't. Konami never explained why they didn't do the 12 World Championship game. I think probably because it's something you know. And that's why we got the World Carnival game, which was basically the World Championship 2013, as I like to call it. But yeah, there is no World Championship game for 2012. And the last Tag Force game that came out was the Tag Force game for the Vita. The Vita died. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. So yeah, Arc, and I didn't even get an English port. That only had an English translation, a fan translation. So if you're looking to play that game, you have to fan translate. Otherwise, yeah, you're just playing the World Championship um, Dual Carnival, which has every set up into Light of Judgment. So yeah, Judgment of Light. Sorry, Judgment of Light. So your last major set, is Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy for the OCG. And all the OCG imports. So I believe Harpie Dancer is in the game. But I don't believe any other cards are. I don't even know how to get structure. I don't know how to get structure. I don't know how to get played. But I do know that's how they ended up in the game. That here's everything that lead up to this point in Yuma's cycle. I don't even think they get to end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Maximum. If they do, I don't know because I didn't play the games. Yeah, I've never played the game. I think a friend of mine owned the game, and then he was just like, "No, it's what you expect from a Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship game." Oh, so all the fluff and none of the stability. They missed the ball by not doing it, and I think they would have been season. Like everything was in the game. It's just that it was basically Exodus. Was I had a did IDs and they just included 5Ds to it. So it was sexist. Only sexist. They had like rookies stuff, some variety of different well, so like I said, I don't know how the campaign is work. I just see screenshots of it, and from what I can tell, they basically took what they did with 11, tried to polish things up, added good seed mechanic, and just went, woo, yeah. Other than that, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh itself has been the Yu-Gi-Oh information. Like, Fire is doing extremely well in the OCG, and Fire is topping thoroughly left and right. So don't be shocked with Bonfire and then get into it, and don't be like all that easy shit gets limited too. Um, what the fuck is wrong? Yeah, Fire Kings. I expect to get him on the next list heavily. Um, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's changing out there in the TCG wise. This weekend, the Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS 3v3 Las Vegas is supposed to be happening. So if you guys are going to Vegas this weekend, yeah, I'm not. I have shit to do. So yeah, the 3v3 because they always do this in February. I think since 2022. There's gonna be a 3v3 event in Vegas. Where basically it's three players on the team play against another team of three. I think it's like two other team matches, and the best out of the ones the amount of wins versus losses situation. So if two players win their matches and one player loses, that basically means that that team or straight flush. So yeah, man, sorry, I'm not a big fan of 3v3, so you can understand my excitement and my joy. Um, do I really care about the event? Not really, and I don't really care because um compared to the others. So I think there's gonna be an event in Europe going on. They just did their like 25th anniversary event last weekend where they took streamers, popular quote names and quote from the Yu-Gi-Oh team. Um, the eight UDS no, eight EDS winners had them play against each other in the tournament, and then had like the announcers. It's pretty bare bone mediocre bullshit, and I just whatever. The only reason why I watched was because Chill Chaos was actually in the event. And unfortunately, Chill's team didn't win. But Chill, wow, Chill did an outstanding lead for them until someone fucked up because he listened to his teammates and just didn't play the Wing Dragon of Ra. Fear mode and got tanked. Mm-hmm. No, for his one, clearly, homie was like, look, if I didn't listen to my teammates, we would have won. But if they told me don't play raw fear mode, so he can play raw fear mode, I would have I would have, because he was up against, I forget what he played against, but what a whole bunch of monsters, drop a sphere mode and swing, I think you would be fine. So, yeah, this is why I don't do like my own shit. I really do. It's like, damn, I felt really bad for Chill, and Chill was probably the only person I was rooting for anyway. Oh, then Jazz, Jessica Robinson was playing doing so bad. So shout out to Jazz for being a popular face for the trans community. Full of toxic bigots and transphobic players. Fuck them, Jess. You do what you do, Queen. Um, so yeah, and then the next Yu-Gi-Oh, the next big Yu-Gi-Oh news, of course, is the Yu-Gi-Oh Rare Collection 2 that's going to come out at the end of the season. End of the, was it beginning? I guess the beginning of the season. May 28th. So that's literally when I get out of work. um, Yeah, so May 28th will be the release of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection 2. Um, the, what was it? So far from what we've gotten from it, SS Code Talker, Appaloosa the Bell the Goddess, IP Masquerena, basically some more staple stuff going to be in the set. And rarities from Super, right, Super Ultra Gold, no, Super Ultra Prismatic Secret, 20, was it 25th Century Rare, um, Secret, uh, Ultra Rare, and Super. I said two of those twice. But basically, 8 variant rarities. Every card will be in those variant rarities. And just like the first rarity collection stuff, it's going to probably be pretty cheap till the set stuff is official. I cannot wait because I want to see what they'll play. Because the OCG is doing their own rarity collection. And they basically printed stuff from Joey, Yugi, Mai, Cora, um, Yusei, Jack, Crow, Akiza. It's a whole lot of various iconic duelists. They even had their VAs from Japan in on it as well. They came and celebrated uh, the anniversary of uh, Yukio. I also believe, I don't know if they didn't showcase it. I didn't know they did. They did. I just didn't watch it because they weren't like televised online. They don't do it. They should be. Nami TCG is trying to correlate that spectacular video with, and then the whole announcement. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't posted the video yet about the rarity collection. But, I have a lot of high hopes for the rarity collection too, because we're getting the Planet Disco is going to be in there, which is great. I can finally get the fill spell for the tier elements. Access code talker because I still don't have access. I don't care about the early. The early are going to be in there. You, I want to see some more staples. Because now that we got alternate rare for that stuff, I like to see some prismatic rares and stuff. So hell, give me the prismatic setup for the Harpie. Give me Harpie Queen, Harpie Shadow, Harpie Dancer, Harpie Harpie. Put all of them in there. It's funny enough that I say that because Cyber Slash is about to be released today as part of the Battles of Legends Chapter 1 set. So I do have to go pick up this. Right now they're just going for 8 bucks. So 25 bucks. Yeah. 8 bucks a piece, not bad. Besides. But her original print is dropping. In the same rarity. It wasn't even like they were trying. Like, hey, she's secret. Hey, look, she's secret again. Okay. It's nice to have her ultimate rare, or ultra rare. It's sad though because I feel like the Harpies get pretty distinct. You always see red eyes, you always see blue eyes, you always see dark magician, Harpy. Um, when you have these reprint sets or you have these things boosting up the archetype, for legacy support, Harpy still get the shit in as a sticky, bro. And I feel like that's not fair to Harpy players in Dark Magician. Like you built the teeth from Dark Magician, time to build some more teeth. It's time to move on. You milk the tit of all the main characters. Time to move on. Time to give other people their recognition. That's how I feel about about the situation. That is me. This is me. No one else. Oh, then moving on from that, I think that Balloons had their update. I feel like the loops updates, whatever. Uh, I definitely would like to have um, and Duel Links. I'd love to have a Harpy bait. That's not something I mean, the closest thing probably get is maybe Harpy's Pet Dragon. For sure. They can't do Harpy Girl. They can't do Harpy Pet Baby Dragon. They can do Harpy Pet Fantasmal Dragon. So what other things do they have access to? Well, Harpy Pet Dragon. I mean, that would be to but that's asking for too much money. Oh, it's definitely asking way too much. I bet because I think they just had it. I was here before when they favorite hero. My favorite hero. Elemental hero. Flame. Whoa, man. Ooh. Uh, I'm not. It is what it is. I mean, I don't hate playing it. Go over it. It's like clean. You give us stuff off other shitty on so you should have that. So yeah. Other than that, in regards to like cryptocurrency media, they're always going to find a whole bunch of things in regards to you want to see this thing, but you can't see it. And, this is what happened. Moving on from there, Digimon fans. BT 15, I think is on now. Yeah, BT 15. Exceed Apocalypse is out in EX05. Uh, the Animal Coliseum. Animal Coliseum is out. So, Animal Coliseum was out in January. Um, and BT 15 was out this month. Actually, it's now official. The official release is now out. So, BT 15 is kind of just like it's the mediocre side. Like it's not bad, but it's not good. And because of how everything was hit in the primary, a lot of things are not going to be playable in March because they're going to all be one. And then there's also the thing where certain cards can't be played with certain deck with certain other cards because they create loops and stuff. So now they have to basically restrict you from playing certain cards in deck because they don't want combo stuff to go. So that was actually a smart thing. Konami take notes. We should do that. Yeah, there's a lot of that was one of the big things there. Then there was also the whole line thing for the Digimon series because happy anniversary to Last Keyron, my least favorite Digimon movie. That was released today, I think 3, 4 years ago. So that's it. Then Digimon Day for the 25th anniversary will happen in August, I believe. I think it was August. Yeah, we'll have Digimon stuff here. I don't know what they're gonna pull. That's pull a rabbit off that hat. But it's something. To be fair, I would love to report the Digimon Go game. The Digimon World Down. The Digimon World Down. Those bad boys right here on the Cybersloop is selling well. I think the last few Digimon games do too well, but I would love to see that one. I think if you ever kick out, ah, I'm done. Don't have some fun. Yeah. Other than that, I really don't think there's too much to say about Digimon. I am taking a break from Digimon, so I can make this one. It's so great because I said in my videos, but yeah, I'm having some like I'm not doing good. So I decided to just for and I thought I have one win at my local, and I've never tapped at my local at all. So it's like I'm just getting ready with the goal. Hey, so I'm gonna take some time off, do my own, hopefully. Yeah. Also, it's been raining here in California. Really don't. I'm not raining. I have to because I have to work. But, is there anything else to really talk about? I didn't talk about everything I want in today's podcast. It's just today's first podcast. Yeah. So, 15-minute video. I can't wait for this upload. If you guys like podcast, guys, is leave it in the comments below. Um, how was the audio? Do you guys like it when the music doesn't cut out? What music in? Want to just hear me talk? So let me know about this in the comment section. Also, leave about 5 likes and I'll do another podcast. Hopefully goes well. And hopefully things, like I hopefully hope this goes a lot. I hope it goes well because live streaming didn't work and I'm running out of options. So yeah, that's it. So thanks everybody for watching and special thanks to me for being the director, coordinator, and setup guy for today's live stream. Also thank the public for his remixes. For his mixes of Spiral Music and to the guy. The world is with you and me. A very interesting time. Before I started cutting out. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to the phone when I upload our content. And with that said, thanks everyone for watching. Take care.